Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Glam Preezy. Today we are going to be diving deep into a topic that is gaining a lot of attention and for good reason. Vitamin D3 and its amazing connection to fibroids. So if you or somebody that you know is suffering with fibroids, this video is for you. We are going to be looking at the science behind vitamin D3 and more importantly, the amazing scientific studies that are showing that it could be the answer to curing fibroids. Yes, I said curing fibroids. So if you want to learn more about this topic, you know what to do. Keep watching. Welcome. I am Glam Preezy. If you are new here, hey girl, hey. And to my returning subbies, thank you guys so much for the love on my recent uploads. If you have not already seen my last video on how I regulate my nervous system, go over and take a look. If you are subscribed, thank you very much. Please go down there and turn on your post notifications because I am going to be uploading every week now. Yes, I'm super excited to be back on track. Newbies, if y'all are not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel and go on over and take a look at my fibroids playlist so that you can catch up because we are a million videos ahead right now, okay? So as you can see by the thumbnail and the title, today we are going to be discussing the very promising studies and science behind vitamin D3 and how it is helping girlies shrink, prevent, and manage their fibroid symptoms. Yeah, you heard me right. And if you are new here and you have not watched one of my research-based videos, yes, I got my notes because I do not play with y'all, okay? Yes, I do my own deep research and I organize all of my notes myself. I do not play with you all about this information. Oh, and one more thing. You know I got a beverage. I don't even know why at this point, today I'm drinking the SUJA organic Uber Greens. There's only 6 grams of sugar. Just like to bring you guys some options, especially since some of you were concerned about the sugar content in kombucha. This is an alternative. Okay, come on in. We got some things to discuss. So now that we are up close and personal, let's quickly talk about fibroids. Uterine fibroids are non-cancerous growths that grow in or on the uterus. Unfortunately, they are extremely common at this point in time. The statistics say that by age 50, up to 80% of Black women and up to 70% of white women will have had fibroids at some point in time in their reproductive years. Thank God they are usually benign, meaning that they are typically non-cancerous. Fibroids can cause a range of symptoms like heavy menstrual bleeding, pelvic pain, and fertility issues, just to name a few. And I think it's important to note that some of these symptoms can be quite debilitating and affect the quality of life for many women suffering from uterine fibroids. Fibroids are the leading cause of hysterectomy surgeries, accounting for 39% of all hysterectomies performed annually in the US. And while the exact cause of fibroids is unknown, but research suggests that hormonal imbalance is a key factor in the development of uterine fibroids. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's talk about vitamin D3. And I will be reading some of this directly from my notes so that I do not miss anything. Vitamin D3 is crucial for overall health, but it's particularly interesting when it comes to fibroids. Studies show that vitamin D3 could be the key to blocking fibroid growth and even reducing the size of fibroids. Yes, you heard me right. But first of all, before we get into the science behind the connection, let's break down vitamin D3. Vitamin D3 is a fat-soluble vitamin that plays a crucial role in bone health, calcium regulation, immune system support, hormone regulation, and reproductive health, and of course, our overall well-being. Vitamin D3 is crucial for the absorption and regulation of calcium and phosphorus into the body. It helps maintain bone density and strength by ensuring that these minerals are adequately absorbed from the diet and deposited into the bones. Adequate levels of vitamin D3 have been associated with a reduced risk of developing autoimmune diseases and a lower incidence of infections like flu. Vitamin D3 is primarily obtained through sun exposure, but dietary sources include fatty fish like salmon and tuna, egg yolks, beef liver, and fortified foods and supplements. Additionally, among Americans of color, Black women are disproportionately affected by vitamin D deficiency, as the deeper the melanin, the more sunlight the skin blocks from being absorbed. That's That's a pretty interesting fact. Even though I knew we suffered from vitamin D deficiency more than others, I didn't know exactly why, and that was very interesting for me to learn. Now, here is where it starts to hit home, okay? Vitamin D3 has been shown to influence the production of sex hormones, including estrogen and progesterone. Research suggests that sufficient levels of vitamin D3 may reduce the risk of conditions like polycystic ovary syndrome, or PCOS, and fibroids, which are both often associated with hormonal imbalance. So now that we've explored some of the facts behind vitamin D3, let's dive into how vitamin D3 can play a crucial role in fibroid management. There is a lot to unpack here. As I was doing my research, I ran into this really interesting article. And by the way, all of the articles that I have cited, that I did research on, research studies, clinical trials, everything of that nature will be down below in the description bar, okay? And I would like to remind you, I am not a medical professional, okay? Most of y'all already know that, but I just like to put that disclaimer out there because yes, I am very well versed in the research that I do, but that does not make me a medical professional, okay? So this article, oh my goodness, please, if you have a moment, I really recommend that you go down in the description bar and read some of these articles. I first want to read the abstract or the summary of this research article because when I read it, oh my God, my heart just sank. Somebody finally gets it. Quote, "Unfortunately, even if the disease is discovered early, no medical intervention is traditionally initiated until the disease burden becomes high, and only then is surgical intervention performed. Furthermore, after myomectomy, the recurrence rate of UFs, or uterine fibroids, is extremely high, with a need for additional surgeries and other interventions. This confused approach is invasive and extremely costly, with an overall negative impact on women's health. Secondary prevention is the management of early disease to slow down its progression or even halt it completely. The current approach of watchful observation for early disease is considered a major missed opportunity in the literature." End quote. The nerd that I am sang inside when I read that. Honestly, it is about time that somebody is working on something better than let's just wait and see. So this article outlines something like 20 different ways that vitamin D3 can benefit fibroids. I have outlined 3 of the things that I found in this study, okay? So number 1, vitamin D deficiency and fibroid development. Research has indicated a strong link between vitamin D deficiency and the development of uterine fibroids. One study found that women with sufficient levels of vitamin D3 had up to a 32% lower risk of developing fibroids compared to those who were deficient. That's insane. This is obviously a significant finding because it's highlighting how crucial it is to maintain adequate levels of vitamin D3, especially women who are at risk of fibroids. Number 2, the impact of vitamin D3 on fibroid size. In addition to reducing the risk of developing fibroids, studies have shown that vitamin D3 supplementation can also reduce the size of existing fibroids. A fascinating study published in the International Journal of Molecular Sciences demonstrated that vitamin D3 could inhibit the growth of fibroid cells, leading to a decrease in fibroid size. This suggests that vitamin D3 doesn't just prevent fibroids, but could also be a therapeutic option for those already affected. Wow. Number 3, mechanisms behind vitamin D3's protective role. The protective effects of vitamin D3 are believed to be due to its ability to regulate cell growth and differentiation, as well as its anti-inflammatory properties. By reducing inflammation and promoting healthy cellular functions, vitamin D3 can help mitigate the abnormal growth patterns that lead to fibroids. The study even suggests that increasing vitamin D3 intake could be a non-invasive, natural approach to managing fibroid growth. Honestly, we know why we are not hearing more about this, right? Like, I don't want to go into that in this video, and I also don't want the analytics of this video to go down because I'm talking about natural remedies for fibroids that don't cost a ton of money, that are not prescription based and do not require us to have surgery. The injustice is real, y'all. Not only did the article mention those 3 things, but it also mentioned all these other things that I'm going to quickly touch on, but I could not omit from this video because they're just too juicy. The article goes on to say and cite the studies that prove that adequate levels of vitamin D3 reduces new blood vessel formation. It can inhibit the formation of new blood vessels that fibroids need to grow, potentially shrinking the fibroids. Another says it acts as an antioxidant. Vitamin D3 helps neutralize harmful molecules that can contribute to fibroid development. It modifies fibroid structure. It interferes with the fibroid's extracellular matrix, the tissue that helps fibroids grow, by breaking down the proteins that make up this structure. There's more. It's a safe supplement. Vitamin D3 is generally safe with no reported adverse effects in the studies conducted, and that really is the problem. That's it right there. Let's go on. Estrogen dominance in fibroids. Hormonal imbalances, especially high estrogen levels, are significant contributors to fibroid development. Vitamin D can influence how estrogen is processed and its effects on the body, potentially reducing the risk of fibroid formation. Reduces estrogen receptors. Vitamin D may decrease the number of estrogen receptors in fibroid tissue, making it less responsive to estrogen and potentially slowing fibroid growth. Antagonist to sex hormones. Vitamin D may act against the effects of sex hormones like estrogen and progesterone in fibroid cells, which could make it a potential treatment option. Symptom relief. Adequate vitamin D levels might help reduce the severity of fibroid symptoms by affecting hormone pathways and lowering inflammation, as we said. Low vitamin D levels are associated with more severe fibroid symptoms, highlighting the importance of maintaining adequate levels. And lastly, as I mentioned before, it is important to talk to a healthcare professional about using vitamin D as a part of a broader treatment plan for your fibroid management. Whew, that was a lot. So now that we have taken a very deep dive into the promising science behind vitamin D3 and fibroids, before I start summing this video up, I do want to take a quick second to say that when taking vitamin D3 supplements, especially therapeutic amounts of vitamin D3, it is very, very important that number one, that you partner with a medical professional on dosing and things of that nature, but also because it is crucial to understand the importance and the role of cofactors, other vitamins and minerals that work synergistically with vitamin D3 to maximize its benefits and to prevent potential risks, okay? There is something called hypercalcemia. I'm not gonna go into that. I'll put something on the screen and or put something in the description bar below that I really need you to read about this condition. It is a condition where calcium levels in the blood become too high. We do not want that. Cofactors like vitamin K2 are really, really important to help that calcium find its way to the bones, okay? And we're not gonna get into that in this video, which is why it is so important for you to speak to a medical professional about the dosing and such. Please consider getting some panels done. I have said before, I use Life Extension for independent panels if your doctor is giving you any hesitation at all about running hormones or general blood work. Please check out Life Extension down below in the description bar. Sometimes doctors don't want to run the panels and you need to know. So that information will be down in the description bar. But I highly recommend you checking your vitamin D3 levels and incorporating a high quality vitamin D3 supplement into your daily regimen, as I have. There is some controversy out there about the recommended daily dose of vitamin D3. I'm not going to get into that, but I personally like to take a separate D3 supplement. You guys already know that I am using My Happy Flow on a daily, which does have D3 in there, but I personally like to use a separate supplement on top of that. My personal recommendation is the vitamin D3 supplement that I've been taking faithfully. As you can see, it's almost gone. This is the Black Girl Vitamins D3. Yes, this is a 100% Black owned company. If you are interested in supporting that, not only does this supplement support overall health, but it's specifically formulated to meet the needs of women like us. Plus, it aligns with the research-backed benefits that we've just discussed. Not to mention, they are super convenient as far as supplements go, because y'all know I take plenty every day. They are gummies, but they are gelatin-free and halal certified. They are gluten-free, FDA registered, and they are made in the US. And the best thing about them is they taste amazing. They are peach, mango, and strawberry flavored, and my favorite part, they are affordable, because when you take as many supplements as I do on a daily basis, honey, it can make you cry when it's time to re-up, okay? So I will put a link for these Black Girl Vitamin D3 supplements in the description bar below. I will also pin it in the first comment. If you are interested in purchasing these at all, they have given me a coupon code for you guys so that you guys can save some money off of your first purchase, and that will be in the description bar as well. No, they did not pay me to feature this product in this video. You know how I am when it comes to showing you all products and supplements. I have a lot of integrity when it comes to that. I would never show you anything that I am not using personally. Yes, I do receive a small commission when you purchase using that coupon code, but y'all, this channel got to stay running somehow, okay? I'm just being honest. Oh, and I will also link my favorite cofactor vitamins such as vitamin K2 in the description bar alongside the supplement as well. Please make sure you check out the information down below in the description bar about cofactors and vitamin D3. It's very important, you all right? Okay. Ciao. That was a lot of information, right? And I am shooketh. I always knew that vitamin D3 was essential to hormone health, as I mentioned in one of my first videos here. But I never knew just how important vitamin D3 would be to this journey. That has got to be some of the most promising research that I have ever read on this topic, besides EGCG. So I hope you guys enjoyed this research topic. Boy, I did a lot of research. I was up all night, many a nights putting this together. So if you learned anything from this video, please, I beg you to thumbs this video up, subscribe to the channel for more information on fibroids and hormone health, and comment down below one of your favorite facts that you learned about vitamin D3 and fibroids in this video. And of course, as always, if you know anyone that is suffering from fibroids, please share this video with them. Visit my website, hotgirlhealthjourney.com. You can actually subscribe to the website as I do a monthly newsletter, and this month's newsletter gonna be juicy. I also have 5-day meal plans available on my website if anybody is interested in those. That will be linked below as well. It has been a pleasure presenting another research topic for you guys. While you are here, please go ahead and enjoy another one of my videos on the topic of fibroids. I know you want to. I know you do. I've made them specifically for you. I love you guys. Enjoy the rest of your summer, and I will see you in another video.